Dear Sir Optimist, for quite some time, I was looking forward to finally have the opportunity to talk about the way forward, the road I want to walk together with all of you. After the fruitful Sir Optimist years, I spent in the board at the side of first Renate Trotman and now Anna. And it's just great to be able to address such an attendance. Before we have to start, I have two remarks. First, this PowerPoint was made in view of the July GM, and it hasn't been adapted of what happened or was discussed and voted at the GM. My intentions haven't changed. Pour mes amis optimistes francophones, je tiens à vous signaler ce que PowerPoint est aussi disponible en français. Or, pour des raisons purement techniques, il n'est pas possible de l'afficher en cet instant. I was often asked, Carolien, what is this commitment of yours? Why do you spend so much time and energy in this organization? And I am sure this question is valid for many of you. But also, I was once asked, what is the ultimate dream you are chasing? My answer was, I want each woman to have the opportunity to make her own choices about her life, her education, her career, her partner, her body, the way she dresses, the way she contributes and stands in society. And if Sir Optimist could contribute to this, this would be my ultimate dream. And actually, this is what made me run for president, because I am convinced I do see the possibility to realize this with Sir Optimist. But dreams bring no bread on the table. To realize a dream, a program is needed. And my program is twofold. A big part is about our organization itself. Another part is about Sir Optimist addressing the non-Sir Optimist world. I have a vision, I have a program, and now I will develop a plan with that great team you elected. That team will set out the plan. This will be their biennium, just as mine. And I am as determined, as confident we can make it happen with that team. Together with this great professional staff at headquarters, all together with renewed energy. Sure, I'm well aware some board members might have to detox from previous functions before they embark on this new journey on another level in a new team. But even before start thinking about the program, two very factual documents are mandatory to consider. One is a constitution, where the task for the Federation is clearly stated: foster links and promote the objectives. And the other is a strategy you voted on in Zagreb for the 6 following years. So actually, your strategy, focusing on these two specific UN development goals, number 4 and 5. But to come to the program, it will come as no surprise. This is in line with the holistic approach that I promoted that much already in this biennium. I have been said, and you all witnessed how we were losing members in some unions at a fast rate. Well, some of you might remember my quote: the right question is not how to attract new members. The right question is how to make our organization more attractive for new members. And this was even before COVID started. It was already then clear that we had to develop our ways of working. Getting back to the old normal will not help us. The new normal is setting up more attractive organization. Position ourselves as the organization that unites professional women and foster social commitment. And let's be as bold as we can in strengthening our strengths. We learned during lockdown, we can make things happen online. Clubs, unions, federation have been meeting virtually. I remember well the skepticism when, as vice president in Renata Trotsman Biennium back in Luzern, I presented e-clubs and virtual development. And now we just did it. Clearly, with online, we miss the energy of interactive person contact. So let's certainly not neglect it. But still, let's adapt to the world we live in now. The entire world has entered a new era. Let's increase our chances to success in these times of transition. Let's overcome the vulnerable situation our organization is experiencing now. We are not the only aging organization. Let us be the organization that tackles it best, unlocking the potential of our Optimist members. Challenge ourselves. Be inspired by our 100 years old ones who bounced back after the war with much less resources than we have. We can do this, and it's now or never. How do we manage this then? Getting back to that task of the Federation to foster links. What about implementing UN SDG 4 for our own members? Let our members grow into their Optimist. Truly know and tell what Optimist is about. Let them adhere not just whatever organization, but make them feel this is their organization. Make them the best ambassadors of themselves. Let them inspire others so that all, at the end of the day, everyone leaving a meeting on whatever platform, whatever size, can tell, I recognize myself in this. This is what makes me enthusiastic. This is what gives me energy. And tell this to others. Let our members grow into Optimist life. Make them leaders in Optimist. And of course, this will need coaching. Coaching for membership development, coaching for new forms of membership, coaching for image building, making Optimist a frontline organization, coaching for strong focus on projects, advocacy, prevention on violence against women, coaching for an open, participative organization structure. How can we make this happen? We noticed in our webinars, as interesting the topics were, as passionate and professional the keynote speakers were, the attendance was not what we had hoped for. For sure, not everyone is good enough in English, but also beyond these language barriers, not everyone has the background, the time, the habit, and certainly not the desire experience the benefits of sitting in front of the screen. Our global voice is one voice, but with many diverse notes. The diversity in our organization is enormous, an asset as much as a challenge. The only way is to go back to the basis of the holistic training that was to train the trainer, train the change maker in the union clubs, providing them the material to then implement it on the pace of their union, their club, in their own language, political context, cultural setting, the structure that just works for them. But maybe most important, giving these change makers the opportunity the facility to reload their union, their club, pumping energy in where needed, or maybe better, before it is falling down. Getting out of this danger zone, this vulnerability of an aging organization, we have to stand up for our own members. This knowledge is not the sole and unique asset of the Federation. Plenty of unions and clubs have shown how strong they joined forces during COVID, ready to bounce back better. So let's create platforms of exchange, topic platforms. See it as a project matching, yet not for projects, but for new approaches, problem solving, purely topic related. I give an example. One single club, one union, one part of a union, a district, whatever, launches a topic like, hey, we are struggling with this, be it finding a president, aging, new forms of membership, conflict prevention, work-life optimist balance, fundraising, decision-making, digitalization, setting up an e-club, whatever. And another club, union, part of a union, district, or whatever, respond, hey, we are facing the same issue. But another club, union, part of a union, respond, yes, we went through this, and this is how we tackled it. This is where we stand now. They join by topic and get it straight, working together and exchanging ideas. Then these same members, again, can be part in another topic match, yet handling that one with yet other members. This is sorores at optimum. As at best, just helping out each other, sharing experience without patronizing. So totally cross borders, cross unions, cross clubs. So often we are curious about the successes of the others. How did they manage this? What is the golden recipe here? Let's just share it like we have mentoring for outsiders. Let's do so for our own members to let them grow in optimism without patronizing again. This is not about sticking one's nose in other topics, just working together and making the best out of optimism. Another level of fostering. And this came up actually as the call went out for communication officer. I was approached by many wanting to contribute, participate, bring in their professional expertise, yet not wanting to run for a position as officer on whatever level. Let's not waste their call for commitment. Let them come together in a think tank. The first one would be on communication. A think tank where professionals could contribute in topics we badly need more involvement to. Start handling some discussion topics. Remember all what was going on about the emblem as to start with. Let's have professionals come together. And meanwhile, also an idea came about IT think tank. Another level of fostering. Having once a year a governance meeting was okay in typewriter times. But in these fast-moving times, getting in touch once a year is simply not done. Also here, we have to develop different. We have to meet with governors and union presidents more often, feeling the pulse before it gets disrupted. Decision-making, governors, decision-making remains to be done at the GM. But why not having consultation meetings in between? Preparing governance meetings together. The true experience of top-down, bottom-up, side-to-side. Bring something to the table in a constructive mindset and you will get more than you brought. Ladies, what do we want to achieve in this biennium? How are we developing different in light of this new era? What optimist development goals do we want to set out? You might confuse them with, next slide, you might confuse them with sustainable development goals. Well, you do are welcome. The SOAR Optimist development goals we will work on should be sustainable by definition. SOAR Optimist Development Goal 1, Program and Advocacy. This is about what SOAR Optimist really is about, our unique DNA, also our USP, unique selling proposition. Let's make it here very clear what SOAR Optimist stands for. Highlight our 5 areas of focus. This Biennium is our momentum of truth. We now have to focus and make it very clear, narrow it down to the essentials. This is it. This is our basis. SOAR Optimist Relevant Goal 2. And that focus we are stressing. Let's sell it better. Tell about ourselves, showcase the great projects we are doing, put it in the spotlights. And for those members still afraid to stand up, speaking up about SOAR Optimist, we will provide material. Spreading what SOAR Optimist is about is just vital for our organization now. And we have no time to waste. We must step forward in the spotlight right now. Let's give our members the organization they are eager to stand up for. SOAR Optimist Development Goal 3, Membership Development, becoming a more attractive organization. There are plenty of organizations losing members. That's an excuse often heard, an excuse to sit back and see it happen, but not a reason not to tackle it for the best. As long as a SOAR Optimist doesn't put her membership in the priority line, we will lose members faster than we gain them, despite all efforts. Getting members to give priority to attend meetings, priority to run for a club function, priority to participate in a webinar, priority to run for club president, just because this organization, they find it so great being part of. So in the wide range of opportunities in social life, a SOAR Optimist meeting is what they don't want to miss out. Our duty of all of us is to make it just irresistible to stay a member or to join as a new member. Let's be bold in getting attractive. Let's invest in community feeling. We only can get it done when joining forces. In this, we are all together. We can make it happen together. Let's give our members the organization they feel good in, they want to belong on, they can identify with, fitting like a glove. SOAR Optimist Development Goal 4, Intelligent Reloading. Let's face it, this new constitution took a lot of time and energy from governors, the board, Commission and Bylaws Committee, the union presidents. We were all focused on this, yet be honest, a regular club member, even a club president, was hardly aware of it. We now have to provide the best allocation of our money and resources to get to the basis. It is our duty as a board, as any board, to work with the professionals at headquarters, also professionals in this board, to pull the very best result of the resources available. The ultimate goal should be that our work, energy, and money comes to the benefit of all members at all levels. Make them feel better, SOAR Optimist. And let's include professionalism by our members. Let's not wait talent. Let's not get lost in hierarchy, but prevail talent input. Let them add value. We are tax exempt. Please go ahead, add value. SDG 5. We stand up by education. Finally, the strategy you voted on in Zagreb. Scaling it up, combining scholarship with mentoring, but also adding in here Leadership Academy and getting to the next generation plan. liaising with extension. You all have been constantly digging in the download area of our website for motions in the Constitution. Dig a little bit further to the mentoring sector and see what great work has been achieved there by Saya and her team. Plenty of outstanding tools are there. I had the chance to attend one of their meetings and was convinced combining this with scholarship and leadership academy would lead us to a very attractive next generation concept, as we actually saw how the Bocconi Leadership Academy resulted in 2 e-clubs with very motivated optimists. Well, to be able to reach this next level in our organization, it's clear we need some essential tools in here. The tech check, the quasi-hard software, this is a reliable yet flexible platform for all of us to use. The digital check, giving us the ability to spread our message in a convincing, up-to-date way. And the data check, reliable, consistent data to make right decision as to start with. So here I explained what I want to achieve and develop in our organization itself to enable Optimists to stand up better, to make this organization future-proof, futurized, as in the slogan in Germany. And here then we go to positioning Optimist in the world. This was supposed to be the next, presentation. And here I might surprise you. I am not adding anything to the perfect slogan Renate Trautmann set up. Also, Anne copied it, and I copy it. And I am not adding anything to our mission, our goals, our objectives. On the contrary, let's get back to basis, the very essence of Optimist. Let's focus on who we really are. Let's concentrate on what we stand for. Let's focus on how we stand up. Keep it simple. Let it be clear and straight. Make it a global voice, so this voice can be much more powerful as being united in the one and the same basic goals. We have no time to waste. Stand up and move on now. And before I launch the video, one last address. Dear board and committee members, this is the now or never question to bring our organization up front. And we are on as a board till have this takes over in 2024. Dear board and committee members, this is your biennium. Let's make it happen now. Dear Optimists, having survived COVID, let's get contaminated by Optimists. You know you can. We know we can. Let's show we can and do it now.